everybody. It's Tuesday. It's time for Tutorial Tuesday. Thank you for popping on with me tonight. I've got a super fun card to share with you. We're going to shake it up a little with Turtle Friends. So get ready to watch and have some fun and learn how to make an adorable shaker card. So before we get started, I do have a few things that I would like to go over with you guys. So first of all, it is already June 22nd, which means the end of the month is quickly approaching. With that, the retiring list from the January to June catalog, the mini catalog that we've all loved for the last few months, that is retiring at the end of the month. So if there's anything on the last chance list that you've been wanting, you need to get that ordered before the end of the month. There is already some items that are sold out, but there's still lots that are available. So if you do have a wish list, get that ready and be sure to put the order in before June 30th. The other thing that isn't in the catalog that is also retiring on June 30th is the Hey Chick bundle and the Hey Birthday Chick dies. So if you want either of those items, those also need to be purchased before June 30th. So those will be retiring. Now, before I go much farther, I do want to say that I'm not ignoring anybody. For some reason, they've changed my Facebook Live again, and I'm not able to see comments. So please leave me your comments because I love seeing them. Give me those hearts and the thumbs up when you like what you're seeing. I will watch it again at the end and see all your love and answer all your questions. Oh, here we go. Now I see questions. Now I see comments. Perfect. Okay. I had to click a button. So hi, Sherry, and hi, Gail. I wasn't ignoring you. Okay, guys. So like I said, the Hey Chick bundle and the Hey Birthday Chick dies. The stamp stayed in the catalog, the annual catalog, but not the dies. So if you want either of those, June 30th. Retiring list, June 30th. Thursday, June 24th is free shipping. So Stampin' Up! Has surprised us all with an awesome 24-hour only free shipping promotion. So make that wish list, and if you order it on Thursday, you won't pay any shipping. So that's awesome. And don't forget, I'm going to continually post on my page so that you guys don't forget, okay? What else did I want to tell you? Oh, Stamp of the Month Club. So if you guys haven't seen my Stamp of the Month Club, check it out on my blog, createwithbirdsnest.ca, and you'll really want to see it after this because my Stamp of the Month this month is the fabulous Turtle Friends. I love this guy. So cute, and the coordinating punch is absolutely adorable. So check that out. It may be something that you're interested in joining, and I would love to have you join us. Okay, so I think I've covered everything. Free shipping, June 30th, I think we're good. So let's get started making a super fun shaker card. All right. Yes, Sherry, I know you're super excited about the turtles. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to flip this down to my desk. All right, so here we go. Here is our shaker card that we're going to create tonight. Isn't that adorable? So I'm going to switch it up a wee bit. In this card here, I use the ice cream sprinkles from the mini catalog. But in my last order, I did receive the these beauties, the shaker shapes. And look at those colors. Oh, I love them. They're circles and hearts and stars. They're fabulous. So we're going to use those in the card instead. Otherwise, it's more or less going to be the same. So let me set that aside and bring in the pieces that we need. So to start with, I've got a Bermuda Bay. This is a fabulous color, especially right now in the summer. So I've got a card base, which measures the regular 8.5 by 4.25. Scored, no, sorry, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. Okay, so we're just going to fold that on the score line and burnish that with my bone folder here. Okay, so there we've got the card base, and I'm just going to set that one aside for the time being. And then I've got a piece of Granny Apple Green, another of my favorite colors. So this is 4 by 5.25. And I've got a piece of the Designer Series paper from the Hostess pack here. And that we're going to layer directly on here. So that is just a 1/4 inch smaller, so 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Oh, and this looks like it's going to run out. Of course it's going to, right in the middle of a video. However, it's all good because I can show you guys just how easy it is to change this guy out. So I've got a refill here. I'm just going to open up the packaging. Okay, and it comes out just like this. I'm just going to open this guy up, toss this one out, plop this one in. Oops. So, click this back together, and we're good to go. And we're up and running, so no worries. Well, it's just a minor delay. Okay, so let's get this guy layered right on top of here. Like that. Okay, so we can actually go ahead and attach that to our card base now. Oops. Shaker cards are so much fun to make, and quite often I forget about them, and then I'll see something and I'll think, ooh, that would make a really fun shaker card. So here we go. Let's see. All right, so there's our card base started. I do have my insert here. So I'm going to go ahead and insert that into the middle of my card. So again, this piece measures the same as the Granny Apple Green, which was 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so there we are. Now, this piece is going to get set aside. We're done with that for a little bit. And now we're going to start making the front piece, the shaker frame itself. Okay, so to do that, I've got a piece of Daffodil Delight, and I've got a piece of window sheet here. Okay, so the window sheets Stampin' Up sells in the catalog, and it's 2 sheets of 12 by 12 that you can cut to any size that you want for any projects that you have. We're also going to be using the foam adhesive strips. Okay, so those are like dimensional type ideas, only they are strips, which is awesome. And to make this frame on Daffodil, we're going to use the stitched rectangle dies. So I forgot to go ahead and get the right size out here. I think it was this one, that one, and this one. So we're going to use 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a frame by layering these together. So one's going to go like this, and the other's going to go inside, just like that. Okay, now I want those to stay in place. I don't want them to go offside because my frame will go crooked. So I'm going to use my handy Post-it note, and I'm just going to lock it in place there. And then to make sure that it doesn't go wonky again, double wonky, I'm going to just attach it there, okay? So now I've got my Big Shot set up. Sorry, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine set up, not the Big Shot. And I'm going to just roll it through. So I've got my base plate. And then we do need number 2 here, which is for using framelits. And then I'm going to use my cutting pad here. Okay. And I'm going to scoop this guy up. I'm going to set that on top with my other clear mat on top of that. And then I'm going to run it right through the machine. I hope it's not going to jiggle too much because oh dear. Okay, so here we go. We'll just pull these off. And I always like to keep these for a few because they're good to use again. And now we're going to pop this out. Okay, so because the stitching, I sometimes find that cardstock does stick to it a little, but see here you could use this as a frame, so don't throw that out. And then we're going to pop this middle guy out. And here we go, that could be something on a card with that beautiful stitched edging. So there's another piece, don't throw that out either. Okay. And then we're just pulling these dies off. And we've created a gorgeous frame with these cute stitching edges on the inside and outside. So isn't that awesome? So don't forget, if you've got those rectangle dies, that they can make frames, not just solid rectangles. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do to make the shaker is we need to attach this window sheet to the back of our card stock like this. So to do that, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal again. So let's just add this in here. These colors together are so fun for summer. And how fun to get a fun little shaky card in the mail. Okay, now that's really sticking to my fingers. All right, so here's our window sheet, and I'm just going to make sure to get that on so that the whole rectangle is covered, okay? So it doesn't matter if it's, you know, centered as long as the rectangle part is covered. So now we've got this little window we've created. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to open up our foam adhesive strips. So for everybody watching or watching the replay, have any of you ever made a shaker card before? Leave me a comment because I'd love to know if this is something new or just a refresher for you. So we're going to use these strips here, okay? And this one's going to be about the right size. I just want to make sure that this covers the edge so that the whole opening covers around. Okay, now we're going to take another strip off, and what I'm going to do, oh, Gail's never made one. That's awesome. I get to show you something different. Okay, so now we're going to just use this strip, and we're going to make sure it bumps up here. Okay, and you'll see why this is important once we get this all assembled. So I'm going to snip that off like that. Hi, Bev. Yes, the kids do love them. Okay, so now we're going to edge that up again. So basically, we're just creating a frame around our frame. All right, so there we are. Now this piece is small. I could add another one in, but I'm just going to set that aside onto my strip here and pull off another. Camera keeps getting in my way of me trying to get this. There we go. All right, so we've got all this foam strips all along the outside of our frame. So what I want to do now is going to grab this card base, and I'm going to attach this on here, but we need to have our insides inside there, right? So what we're going to do is, there's a number of ways you can do this. This is what I've found to be the easiest. So see how there are these cute little circles, stars, and hearts? So I'm going to zoom that in a little bit for you guys. So they're really, really cute. We're just going to put however many we want just inside here, okay? You don't want them to be in a big lump because your window is not that thick, right? So we're just going to kind of smear them out. So there we go, and you can put as much or as little as you want, but there you can see that I've just got them piled on there. So now I'm going to peel off the back of the adhesive, just like we would on a normal bump it or dimensional. And this is going to be super fun. And if you've never made one before, it'd be a great time to try one sometime this week during this crazy heat wave we've had. I think I'll be spending lots of time in my cool craft room as opposed to out in the 40+ degree weather we're calling for. Okay, so now here we are. I have got that attached, and there you can see we have the shaker, and they're not going to fall out. You can see they're not falling out of my paper because we've got them all sealed. Now, I didn't do a really great job at keeping this straight, but that's okay. All right, so there's the shaker part done, and I love those little shaker shapes inside of there. So now let's decorate this up and do all the fun stuff. We're going to do some coloring and some stamping, and here we go. So we've got a piece of basic white. I've already got my stamp from the Turtle Friends mounted and ready to go. And we're just going to stamp this turtle. Okay, we're going to stamp him once here. And I'm going to do 2 because I want one of these keys inside the card as well. Okay, so there's 2 of those. Now, here's the shell stamp. Okay, and I'm going to use Bermuda Bay to tie in with the base of our card. Let's just ink this guy up. And because it's photopolymer, it's going to be really easy to line that guy up. Stamp it off. And that one didn't work out so well because I got too much ink on it. So if you ever run into that means I pressed too hard on my ink pad, and that's okay. Something's going wrong. I think I have something on my pad. Let's try that again. That one. One over here. All right, so there's our 2. I'm just going to clean this. I think there was something on my stamp. Okay, so let's try that again. Sometimes it takes more than one. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's not a perfect stamp, but I'm okay with that. And then over here, the same thing. There we go. Okay, so here's his little shell. How cute is that? And now I just want to color him in a little bit. So I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green. And I'm just going to color in with the light. So like you can see, I'm just coloring in the whole turtle with the light Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to do this guy as well while I'm at it. These colors look so good together. The Bermuda Bay and the Granny Apple Green. One of my favorite color combinations is to add in a pop of Poppy Parade into here with these 2 colors. Nice and bright and not something that you would normally expect. Okay, Gail's saying she's never seen those foam strips. So the foam strips are in the catalog under the adhesive page. They're on there and they are phenomenal. As you can see, they're good for a lot of things. If you wanted to use them instead of dimensionals, if you had like a salutation or a thin banner, they'd be great for that as well. So check them out in your catalog on the adhesives. Okay, so I'm just trying to outline my turtle. Again, the camera is kind of blocking my... There we go. Okay, so coloring. So while I'm coloring this, I'm going to just pop in a little poll for you guys to take down below. And let me know what you think of this Turtle Friends stamp set. I know for me, it was one that I just really, really caught my eye when I first saw the catalog. It's very cute and versatile. And of course, with these fun, bright colors, it really brings them to life. So let me just get this guy finished. Now I went out of the line there, and so if my punch doesn't correct it for me, then I will use my blender, my color lifter, try and fix that. Okay, so there's our turtle colored in, and now I'm just going to color here with some soft suede. Okay, so there's our turtles colored. And now I'm just going to move this ink pad. So we're just going to slide this into our turtle punch and line that up nicely. Pop it out, and there we have our super cute turtle. So I'll do that for the one for the inside as well. Okay, there we go. So I'm happy with the way that turned out. I don't need to use my color lifter. It's all good. So I'm going to bring the card base back in. I can't help. As soon as I pick it up, I just want to shake. Just want to shake it. Okay, so there we go. We're going to have our turtle on here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of my Stampin' Seal. Okay, so there's our turtle. And while we have this going, let's glue this guy to the inside as well. Now you could just stamp him in there and color him as well, but I like to do it that way because then if I make a mistake, I can flip it over like I did. All right, so somewhere over here, I do have my strip of 1/2-inch white paper, and I'm gonna just stamp happy birthday. Okay, so that was just using the Memento ink. And then I'm going to use my banner Pick-a-Punch. And I'm going to flip it over so that when I put it through the back side, you can see if it's actually going to cut off any of my words. So there's our happy birthday. Now it's going to be a bit too long. I don't want it to hang way over the edge, so I'm just going to snip off that. Oh, that wasn't very straight. So we are going to attach that on there as well. And then we're going to add one of my favorite embellishments. I love these resin hearts, and I'm so sad that they're retiring. But on the upside, they're on sale for like $4.50 right now. So if you love these guys, now's a chance to get them ordered. Okay, so I've got these, and I'm just going to add a cute little red heart right here on top of his shell. How adorable is that? And then just for a little extra something, I'm going to add a couple of the white hearts. Onto here. So there we have our happy birthday card. Oh, I did want to, you know what I wanted to do in here? These cute little hearts, I didn't want them to go unused. So I've got my Poppy Parade. So remember I told you that was one of my favorite combos, is to add the Poppy Parade to the Bermuda Bay and Granny Apple Green. So there we go. So there is our shaker card featuring the Turtle Friends. And I'd love to know what you think of these cute turtles. So whether you like them, you're not sure, or you really don't like them, either way, I'd love to hear what you have to say. And yeah, if you make anything, if you have this set and you have any creations you've created, please share them on my Facebook page. I'd love to see them. So thank you again, guys. I'm going to switch over here so I can say hi. Thank you for watching with me tonight. I love seeing you guys here. It's so nice to get into my basement out of that heat wave we're having. Although I do like the summer sun, it is a bit crazy hot right now. So I hope that you guys all are finding some ways to be cool and enjoy the weather as much as we can. I hope that you enjoyed the card I shared with you tonight. And if you haven't already, are excited to try to make a shaker card. If you have any questions, post them in the comments or message me directly. And remember that Thursday, so 2 more sleeps, is free shipping. So get your list ready, and either you can send it in through me or you can use the link that I'll post with this month's host code. Okay? So everybody have a great night. Thank you for being here for Tutorial Tuesday. I will see you again next week, if not sooner.